Okay.
Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today we are talking about Spider-Girl in general, and then I do have two Spider-Girl fans. If you guys want to talk about your channel, who are you guys? Go talk about it.
Alright. Hey guys, we're a dynamic duo, and yeah.
We're from StupidSmashBros, and we're going to talk about Spider-Girl with Comic Uno. That way.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, no, do it. All right.
I don't know. So we're going to talk about that, and I was just going to say, if you guys want to go check out their channel, it'll be an annotation in the description below. And we did another video talking about reader-friendly books. So, and then we went off topic a lot. It was still fun, right?
Oh, yeah. So, Spider-Girl.
Alright, so what do you mean on Spider-Girl? So how did you guys get into Spider-Girl?
Ooh, we talked about this in a topic, but in my school, in elementary school, my friends kept talking about this one character, and I'm like, yeah, sure, that doesn't exist, until my friend smacked down on a desk and said, here, read it. So, yeah.
So that's how it started.
For me, when I was a kid, I was really into Spider-Man. Like, I used to watch, like, the cartoon and stuff, and I really was like, it would be so cool if there was a girl Spider-Man, and then one of my friends was like, there is. And I was like, whoa, really? And then they're like, oh, but she's dead, and I was like, oh.
Wow. That sounds so fun.
So yeah, all my 8-year-old dreams were crushed, and then recently I found the comics, and I was like, I need to read these, so yeah.
Yeah, so Spider-Girl May, I think she's a very entertaining character. I found her once I was going to a vacation or whatever, and to read, so I was looking in back issues. I'm like, Spider-Girl, I've never heard of her. Alright, I got a random issue, and I started reading. I'm like, alright, this is okay. So I was actually going to Universal that year, and I went to the comic book store thing they have there, and I see Spider-Girl again. I'm like, alright, I semi-like that issue, let me go read it. And I bought the first trade, and I fell in love with the series, and ever since then I started reading Spider-Girl till the end, and I read it like over and over again, and she's my favorite superhero. So that's how I read Spider-Girl.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, the thing that's awesome about May is she's like a mini version of her dad, but she's like still her own character almost,
I agree with that. I think May is very defined character, and one thing I really like is that her supporting characters are very defined. So you can really see that this is a big world. Davida, Courtney, they're defined. And then I would say May is like a mix of Mary Jane and Peter, which is kind of cool. And I think that, her responsibility, her trusting, and her moral compass because of her parents is interesting, and see where that takes her throughout the series.
Yeah. So, I was just curious real quick. How many, did you read which version of the Spider-Girl comics, or did it matter? Because I know there's, the True Daughter of Spider-Girl, Spider-Girl,
Amazing Spider-Girl, Spectacular.
Yeah, there's a bunch of versions, so I was just curious about that.
I'm gonna tell you that, Spider-Girl that came out in 2011 or 2010 was Arena. I read whatever, but Spider-Girl, Amazing Spider-Girl, and Spectacular Spider-Girl are all the same person.
Yeah.
So that's still May. Because on the same series, it got canceled at issue 100. So that's all the same character.
Okay. Well, I realized it's the same character. I was just wondering, which one you would read, or...
Oh, okay. I read all three of them because I see it as more of stories that continue. I see it as a whole series because it really is. It's just continuing the Amazing Spider-Girl continuing from issue 100 Spider-Girl. So I like all of them, but I think Amazing Spider-Girl has to be my favorite, though. I think those group stories, well, that's my opinion.
Okay. It's just, I think it's one of the things I think that's really interesting about Spider-Girl is, the one thing that's also different about her, I think, which she takes more after Mary Jane from, is she doesn't have whole comics where she's super, super depressed. Because he likes to point out how
Pretty upbeat.
like Peter Parker can go for like a whole story arc with just nothing but angst and sadness, but May doesn't seem to do that. So
at least not from what we read.
yeah, from what we've read, that's not how I happen.
Yeah.
And I have not heard the spider yet. I'm sorry. I thought that would carry over too. I thought she would start calling herself the spider. I'm like, please no. So that's pretty good that didn't
It worked out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that May doesn't have as much angst. I mean, she doesn't get depressed. I mean, she just gets really overwhelmed with herself, I would say. Which is cool. You know, I think all characters could do that. You know, I think I'd rather see an overwhelmed character, because you can't see a perfect character either. I'd rather see an overwhelmed character than an angsty character. And I think May really does balance that very well. And that's why I think that's cool about the series.
Because it's also like a normal human thing where it's like some people are either going to get really depressed, some people are going to get angry, some people are just going to feel overwhelmed. It's kind of like one of those things. It's one of those like...
Yeah, it just depends on the person. Yeah,
exactly.
But I think that's what...
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
I was just going to say that's why I thought that humanized the character.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's what makes me keep wanting to read it, that they seem human and, you know, the person can grow, and that's what I like about, you know, characters like that, where it seems like they can at least, so.
Now, I have a question. Like, what do you think of her rogues gallery? Because, like, I've seen Fury, the Goblin Queen, and Wildcard, and all these... Some guy with 8 balls, I don't know.
I think the rogue gallery could have been better. I think Spider-Man has a better rogue gallery. I mean, Fury could be an okay character if they develop her a little bit more. Wildcard was kind of cool. He wasn't really a villain. He was actually Peter Parker. 8 Ball, he was only cool because Spider-Girl technically killed him by accident, and that made her have her own story arc and her own character arc. But yeah, I think her villains could have been better. And I think that's one of the only disappointments of this series. And also, I think one really cool villain, or a lot of these villains, redeem themselves. Like Kane, technically is a villain. Green Goblin. So all the interesting villains redeem themselves to become heroes. So
Yeah, because I remember I read the story arc where Venom kind of became like a good guy, I think. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, I'm imagining the new Venom.
Venom or...
Because
It was like, it wasn't really Venom. It was,
Flash. Flash is actually in the... Venom became... I don't think... oh yes, Venom was. Yes, he did. Well, technically, the symbiote was like, oh, I only had a cool person to have a host.
what was that?
So sorry.
What number was that? I can't remember.
oh jeez,
You know, I
I have
shouldn't
it
ask
in
you
my
about
possessions,
numbers.
but no, it was I just thought it was
Towards
really,
the end.
sorry, go
Towards
ahead.
the end of Spider-Girl.
Yeah.
It was like in the 8s, like I think comic 86 or something weird like that.
Mhm.
No.
And it was like all the way to 100. It was like that story arc really was kind of long.
Yeah.
It's like also I remember like then there's like a couple of interesting characters, but I'm like still like reading so that I don't know them that well, because there's like Mayhem, Black Tarantula.
Oh, she's interesting.
Yeah, like
She's interesting.
yeah, there's Black Tarantula, he seems interesting in his own. What is with spiders? I'm sorry. I just realized in Marvel, what is with spiders?
Okay.
Don't go to the Marvel Universe if you have arachnophobia.
Oh, wow. Aftershock. Oh, I'm checking out 100.
So do you like any of the supporting characters from the side?
Could you? What?
She said, do you like any of the supporting characters?
It's awesome. That's a great one. But you got like any supporting characters?
Yeah, I like, so far I really like, I like it when, you see May's friends, like, around, cause, like, Peter didn't have very many friends, it seemed.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see May have, like, this little support system, like her friend Davida, and I think that's her name, Carly, and then there's Moose, this one guy, that's his nickname.
Yeah. Yeah. Moose.
And
yeah. I don't know his real name. That would have been interesting to find out his real name. I don't know.
what supporting characters did you like to see come around?
I really like Courtney and Davida. I thought they were very interesting characters, and again, I liked, I don't know, I always wanted them to find out that she was Spider-Girl, and I feel like if it went longer, they would have, because in the end, we find out that Courtney kind of had feeling. And also like Wes a lot. I think that was finally a love interest for May, and we never really got a good love interest for May, and the love interest that could have been like, kind of like, her Mary, Wes was kind of like Mary Jane in some ways, so, or at least supportive like Mary Jane. So I like Wes a lot, so I like those three.
Yeah, I never saw.
You guys to Wes story or no?
I haven't found a Wes story. And the stories I've read, she either has a thing for Normie Osborn or Brad, some kid named Brad, who turns out to be a massive jerk. But anyway.
Yeah, so you're still reading the Spider-Girl series, but in Amazing Spider-Girl, you see more of Wes, who I think is a really good love interest, and in Spectacular Spider-Girl, you get to see a lot more with Wes. So, and then you even see this guy named Gene, who is Flash's son.
Oh.
So you probably just got her interested, and she's gonna go out and buy all these now.
Oh, you know me so well.
That's why Amazing Spider-Girl is very good.
Oh, yeah.
It's addicting, I'm not gonna lie.
It is very addicting.
Hang on, you know what's also one thing I really like about the Spider-Girl, world? I really like how they have, like, the new Avengers, like American Dream and Buzz and, like, those like, Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
Thunderstrike.
Fun fact, do you guys know that, what's her name, Singer? The little girl who had, like, wings or whatever. And did you guys read the Young Avengers, or else it wouldn't be as interesting?
Okay.
Okay. It's, like, the one, I think,
I should check that out now.
Yeah. But I think it's really funny, seeing her interact with the Avengers or, like, those other other superhero characters. Like, there was one, in the comic with Venom, it was that one 80s comic I can't remember the number of, but.
80s?
It was a comic, but it was number, like, 8 somewhere in the 80s.
I'm like, Spider-Girl was in the 80s?
Yeah, no. But I remember her working with the Avengers, like this new Avengers, and they were all like sitting around a table talking about what to do, and it's driving May crazy. Cause like Dark Devil got hurt and her friend's life was on the line, and she was just like, what are you people doing?
Yeah, they're like,
we gotta go save Dark Devil. Yeah, I read that issue. I think it's so interesting to see how she interacts with the new Avengers, and how she's not totally an Avenger, but she's like, honorary member, I would say. So I thought that was really cool. And then seeing the Fantastic Five is really interesting and see how they grew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just... I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was interesting. It's the lag. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. But I think it's really funny, like, seeing her interact. Like, it's also, like, she is, like, they also joke in the series that she's funnier than her dad when she's Spider-Girl, and versus when he was Spider-Man. I think they're right, because May just says really funny things, and it's, like, actually not that bad.
She doesn't joke around because she's scared.
Yeah. That's always an interesting coping.
Don't start laughing. I feel like yeah, but I feel like she doesn't do it as often, so
And not as cheesy.
I feel that it's not, yeah, it's not cheesy. It's just like, it kind of is like, alright, that actually makes really sense. That was a pretty good comeback.
I don't know, the villains are probably like, oh man, I gotta think how to come back to that. So.
And they probably have like a notebook. It's like, comebacks to Spider-Girl.
Like, that's what
Pull out the note. Ah, darn it, she said what I need to write down. So.
Yeah, that's what they do when they either get arrested or like before they go to sleep at night.
Yeah, when they're in their jail cell, they just have a book saying, alright, what should I say to Spider-Girl? And how am I going to...
The funny thing is I can totally see that, though.
Yeah, that's minute thoughts in Spider-Girl.
Oh, Lord. Okay,
any last minute thoughts on Spider-Girl?
It's, from our rating system, I'd definitely get it. You know, Spider-Girl's a really good series to try and go out and get if you're into Spider-Man. I mean, you know.
I think
especially if you miss Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially that. And it's the one thing I don't understand. The one thing I would have to say is I don't understand why they don't bring her back to Marvel.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I really don't. This is why we made this video, for you guys to go get those trades and show Marvel that we care and that we want more Spider-Girl.
Yeah. Because she was like a well-developed female character who would be awesome to see back.
Wasn't she one of the longest running, I turned into Scooby-Doo, wasn't she one of the longest running female Marvel characters?
Mm-hmm. That's the
Okay,
longest running, yeah.
Why'd they get rid of her? What?
I guess those sales and stuff, but honestly, like, they brought us a Arena Spider-Girl, which did even worse, and it got canceled after like 8 issues.
Dang.
I don't know why they couldn't make Spider-Girl. Or even still digital. They weren't wasting money, they made it still digital. Since they made Spider-Girl digital comics, then Marvel's getting back into the digital game.
Well, yeah.
Poor Spider-Girl. He didn't deserve to get taken away there.
Yeah, so definitely pick up Spider-Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Well, thanks for making this video with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being on the show and sharing your thoughts on Spider-Girl. You know, fans.
Alright. I need to find the button again.
Alright. See you guys, Calicuno. And this is Stupid Smash Bros, right?
Yep.
Bye.